Let's see. Got a couple things to do before we get the game started for this week. Check, check. Okay. So give me 1 sec as I make sure everything looks good. Check, check. Okay. So give me 1 sec as I make sure. Okay, looks good. First thing, big injury
Your player
decision.
is now ready to play, but is not 100%. There's a high chance of re-injury if you play him. It's your decision. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Ooh, 3 players ready to negotiate. Really? Okay. Okay. I literally just woke up from a nap.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on E. EA Sports. Coming up, Pro Bowler Derek and the Oakland Raiders take on Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. So with that, let's get you out to Southern California as standing by at StubHub Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub. Hi, everybody. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing on his first
nice
run.
tackle.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the gun, Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game?
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, I thought he caught it.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Letting one go deep for... It's caught at the 10.
Got it. Injury.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Carr to throw again. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Let's go.
Lynch, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Harris now to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when
this is intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Good. 380.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2
and nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Coney Ely in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
To throw is Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still first down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Ready. Delta!
Here's Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
Let's go.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Give to the fullback. This is wide. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Rivers now on 2nd down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
Oh!
The point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Hey, the Bengals beat Miami.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Carr lets it go for Nelson.
Dude, that guy
caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, 83 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
You're supposed to hit him, knock him down, you know.
And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The last 2 times
This game
I've had
back
a chance
within
to
a
block it,
touchdown
I've
now as
overshot.
the kickoff's away.
Oh, shit.
This will be fielded at the 6. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
Now a hit. And a
Oh,
loose
no!
football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear,
Oh,
tuck
no,
it
the
away,
ground.
tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
That should be my ball.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
That could have been bad.
Shotgun now for Carr. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked off.
Damn.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of
I guess I'm
37.
doing double slants.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You know what? Let's see what this guy can
They'll
do.
run it now out of the gun.
Ooh, that
And he
wasn't
gets
bad.
it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as
Get in!
In for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run.
Oh,
Catch
God.
by Travis Benjamin. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
You gotta hold him here.
Delta!
Second down, Rivers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble, as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback to run accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Whoever their defender is, can't
that'll
keep
give
up
them a
with
2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have...
That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And incomplete on a deep ball. So we've reached halftime and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. Now this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, 75 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single-game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Who finally...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
First down, the run with Lynch. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brandon LaFell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
That's gonna be something with his foot. Oop, wrong thing. I did want to look at this though. Jesus, 608 total yards right now. Ooh, back spasms. Broken femur. Ow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush, and down he goes. Marquell Lee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Rivers got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Damn it.
31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang
Yes.
in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Hey, ready! Delta! Hey, behind!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it's complete. Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Eddie Vanderdoes there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? That he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man,
looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of... Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Well, what am I doing?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Rivers in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And
it's
that'll
good.
Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Damn, an injury.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now Rivers, caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown. Well, this is blocked.
Got
this
him.
is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Sure I do.
Inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson, 47 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Setting
try
out
to
to
hit the
kick this
field
one
goal
away,
post.
and off it goes.
Ooh, maybe.
And
Nope.
this will be a
But it's another
touchback as
field
that
goal.
sails over the end line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just got their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
I missed him.
I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, 31 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And with that touchdown pass, he has broken the record for the most in a single game. What an incredible day for this guy.
How did we get this lucky to be here to see this performance? Touchdown pass after touchdown pass after touchdown pass. An amazing, incredible day.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not
I
be
should be getting
returnable.
points
It's
for
out of
these
the back
field
of the
goals,
end zone
guys.
for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throw for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing, Rivers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver. Third down here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the running game as well.
And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Set. Read 80.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers, and that'll be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 3rd and goal for Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And his kick is indeed good. And they knock that deficit down from 29-26. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally, if not fool.
That's
Just can't cover this man.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Ready. 190. 80.
Oops. Oh my God.
On On second down, Rivers again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Third and long for Rivers. And that is incomplete.
I shut it over
the
when they were
goal
out
of
there
anyone
doing
running
the
a
grass
curl
or whatever.
route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football.
Okay.
Because sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Here's Donnie Jones now, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right at the 35.
Okay.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I'm definitely turning it off, rookie.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this
at this
game
point,
appeared to be over.
That lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
And the Raiders have got him. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I wonder how he's 100 now.
The second of their timeouts.
But I'm definitely putting this back at least on pro. Because I don't even like this.
For field position after the big play. Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come in.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he just throws this one away.
I did last night for a while.
Close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on 2nd down. Rivers. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry.
Am I cold?
And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help
with
this one. How did he
I was
going
to open it up after this game. I only have 33
zone.
seconds left.
He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Here's Harris to return it. A little juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this prep? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, I got the Seahawks next week. But I will put it back on Pro for next week. I didn't realize it was going to get that bad. Uh-oh.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Well, anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and tap that bell so you get notified every time we upload. And until next time, peace, you guys.